And now, here's my conversation with NBA vet extraordinaire Jamal Crawford. Take a look. You last played in the NBA in April of 2019, which, I mean, feels like 6 lifetimes ago now, right?
Right.
What does it feel like to be back?
It's unbelievable. It's still surreal in a way. You know, sometimes I wake up like, am I really back in the NBA? Am I really on the Brooklyn Nets? Like, so you go through so many emotions. You know, after a while, you kind of have to start detaching a little bit. Like, maybe this won't happen, right? So you have to start thinking about what's to come and things you have interest in. But it happened. I'm glad to be back.
So we see guys who fall out of the league, and we kind of understand why their run has ended. But with you, your last game, you scored 51 points. You just won Teammate of the Year, right? So it was sort of like, hey, we know he's a great locker room guy. We know he can give you buckets. What did it feel like as the months went by and nobody wanted you that whole time?
That was the hardest part to kind of understand and grasp. So I was like, wow, like, you know, I still showed I can play the last month of the season. Besides the 51-point game, I averaged 31 for the month of April, which is my highest scoring month of my career. Like Knick days, Clipper days, wherever, right? So I'm like, okay, this summer would be great. We talked to teams, but nothing really came about. And so then that was the part of confusion, you know, kind of trying to figure it out. And then from there, I was like, hey, if 51's the way to go out, then God just said, hey, that's the best way I can allow you to go out.
So what did you learn about yourself in all that time away from the game? Because being an NBA player is so much a big part of your identity.
I'm more patient than even I thought I was, right? To hang tough and to be patient, and, you know, now officially I've been in the NBA half my life, right? So just seeing things a little bit outside of that.
So what was it like the day after you agreed to sign with the Nets? You wake up and you are an NBA player again.
Yeah, that was like, I really thought I was dreaming. Like we say it in like this cliche, I was dreaming. Like it really felt like the next day, like that didn't just happen, right? And I had so many texts and so many thank you. You were so supportive, you know, and so many of my peers were so supportive. And that meant the world to me because I didn't ask anybody like, hey, say this or say that. That was just, you know, everybody saying on their own. And I had so many messages and so many tweets and so many things on social media. So I was just really humble and thankful for that.
You did have so many people when you were not playing and then when you signed with the Nets, who publicly were making such a fuss.
It was from Bill Russell to Isaiah Thomas to you guys to T-Mac to, it was so many people, and it was constant, right? And it became like its own thing. And even going down to the music industry, it was like so many people that were like invested in this, and that makes you feel good because I think it's more than just a talent thing, right? I think obviously along the way, people are like, you know what, he should be out there just from the person he may be. I don't know, but I was very, very thankful.
So now you are back.
I'm back.
What do you think it's going to be like when you do step out on the floor for the Nets during this restart? Because you haven't played a game yet.
It'll be a dream again, for sure. Because at a certain point, I wasn't sure it was going to happen, you know, and for it to happen, I'm definitely going to have fun with it.
So now you've had a chance to think about how you would ideally like it to end, right? You know you didn't want it to end the way it just sort of petered out after last year. If you could write the script of how this career will end, what do you think now?
Now, I think it would just, because now obviously I didn't think that potentially could be the last game, right? Now I know the end's definitely closer than even I may have thought, you know? So I would just want to have fun with this, stay in the moment, and just embrace every little detail. Every time we're on the bus, every time I'm around my team, every time I'm around the organization, like every little detail. I already embraced it, but I think it'd be even heightened and at another level.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.